Hello, everyone. Hope you are well. It is Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we are going live with Just Like You on IG Live. Everyday people, amazing stories. So this is episode number 4, believe it or not. And I am so excited. Thank you all for just tuning in and listening to stories and sharing your stories. It has just been amazing. The uptake has been amazing. And I think that's just because we all have a story and we all enjoy listening to others' stories and seeing how we can relate. So I think that's been a lot of fun, and it's been uplifting, and it's been just overwhelming, like I said, to hear people's stories and to share stories and to hear comments. We just, during this time, it's just so important that we continue to uplift each other and uplift our communities, because this is what it's about. It's about everyday people just like you having amazing stories. And we've got another amazing story on the way for you this evening. I'm waiting for our guests to come in here. Let's see. Oh, I think he's on. Let's see if I can get him on here. Let's see. Dwayne, are you coming in under that account? I don't know if you're coming in under that account or the other account, but let's see if you come in under this one. Maybe he's coming in under his other account. So I'll just give him a few minutes to come in. I think he has maybe 2 Instagrams there. But anyway, it's just been, or maybe Kyrie, you're on, so you can let me know if he's coming in under which account he's coming in under. But anyway, it's just been, like I said, amazing. I mean, I've had some good feedback with the show, so that's been, just great. It's just been great to get good feedback and to get good acknowledgement that the show's people are liking it. So, I'm really excited about that, and I'm really excited to continue. Hi, Amy. Let me see. I'll wave here. There we go. It's been really good to hear the feedback, and I really appreciate it. It's been positive for me as well, because it's just allowed me to continue to share and continue to share with purpose and continue to have a purpose. I was just on a conversation today about just some of our core needs of life, and one of your core needs of life is that we have a purpose. And so I think that this helps me give me my purpose. So I'm excited, just to share my purpose with each and every one of you. I see all these people here joining. Let me see. As I wait for him to come in. Oh, let's see. There he is. Let's see here. There he is. How do I get you here? Dwayne, you might have to request. I'm trying to request you in. There you go. There you go. You should be coming on anytime now. There you are, my friend.
Hello.
I've been talking away for you, saying the same thing.
How you doing?
Saying the same thing over. So, you guys, this is my guest, Dwayne. Dwayne is like a brother to me. So, but I'm going to let him share. I don't want to give too much away. But he's like a brother to me, and he's just had an amazing story, an update on his story. But can you hear me, Dwayne? Okay?
I can hear you. It's going in and out a little bit.
Okay. So let me
echoing a little bit. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you great.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Kyrie's
I know.
That's okay. That's part of life. And I feel I'm at my desk. Anyway, let's go. So let me like I said, this is Dwayne. He's been my friend since we were born, probably, right, Dwayne?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I will get right into it for a couple. You could just start off with some story for everyone. Can you just summarize your story for the audience?
I appreciate you giving me the opportunity. You've been on me for years about sharing my story. So I guess this is where it all begins, right?
Right.
But I'm gonna go back to probably. I'm not gonna tell nobody's age, but
Oh yeah, I know.
probably the late '70s, early '80s.
Okay.
And my family and Terrence's family, really, our immediate family is the only people that know about it. But I don't know, maybe me and Terrence was either between 4 and 6. And her mother and my mother took us to Wilson's Pet Farm. And it's an ongoing battle about who let the goats out.
Yes.
But it was either her mom or my mom let the goats out. That's how long we've known each other.
We've been battling that for umpteen years. Like you said,
It's an ongoing battle. But yeah, okay, well.
Summarize the story.
Well, I went to school. I mean, elementary school in Berryville, Virginia. Middle school, high school. I love sports. My dad was a youth coach for probably 25 years, and I was on his coattail from probably the age of 5. Everywhere he went with when it comes to football and basketball. And looking back, where I'm at now, just jumping forward real quick, is that I mean, education was an important part. But me understanding life now, that my goal is to push the education part first. Not saying that my parents didn't, but it was a simple way of life and way of living back then.
Right.
Some areas you can leave your doors unlocked. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And every kid was raised by a village.
Right.
A village can't raise a kid now, because if you put your hands on a kid now, you might have problems.
Right.
Like what's going on in Minneapolis. I mean, I won't touch on that too much, but life is different now. But
yeah,
only by the grace of God, I'm sitting here and talking to you and whoever's listening.
Yes.
And I'm thankful for that, being able to sit here. And I went to military school after I graduated from Clark County High School for 1 year, Hargrave Military Academy in Chatham, Virginia. And I would suggest anybody that's looking to go to college to go the prep route when it comes to playing sports. But I still have lifelong friends that I can call right now, from the military school. We've become brothers. Everybody's grown and living adult life, and doing things as adults would do. I'm kind of nervous. Cause I'll start talking fast.
Well, we can go part time.
Yeah, but then I went on to Morris Hill University in North Carolina. I haven't graduated and received my bachelor's degree. That's a goal of mine on my bucket list, to be able to receive my bachelor's degree.
Okay.
So since I said that, I know that you're gonna put that in your data bank. So
I'm gonna hold you to it.
I know, and I appreciate it.
Somebody must have played football with you or played football.
Say that again, Sarah.
On here that put football up, so they must have played with you or.
Oh, that's big brother C. Russell.
Yeah.
That's my big brother. Love you, C, man. Taryn, that's who I want to speak. I want him on your list. C. Russell.
Awesome.
Put him on your list. I want him to speak and share his story just like you.
You're on the list, C. Russell. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'm going with your story. I'm listening. We're listening.
Well, I didn't graduate from college yet, and then I went to barber school in '95, and my cousin Sean's on here. Thank you, Sean, for letting me stay with you while going to barber school. I finished barber school. I've been a barber probably for 31 years. I started at the age of 15 cutting hair, and I still don't understand why I had a pair of clippers in my house, but one of my dad's friends still had a 1970s Bush, and he came to my parents' house one day, and we argued for 5 minutes because he said I was gonna cut his hair, and I didn't know how to cut hair, and he was my first customer. He made me cut his hair, and after I cut his hair, I've continued to cut hair.
Right.
And as of right now, probably well, Mr. Jones, rest in peace, passed away probably a year ago, and he took me under his wing back in 2009. You know, with his mom and pop shop that's been in existence for over 70 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's still up and running. You know, via by way of his son. You know, being the overseer of it. But three lessons that I've learned over my life, you know,
Yeah.
is that first and foremost, you know, have faith in the higher power. You know, everybody may have different, you know, beliefs and faiths and
Right.
understandings. So
Right.
I say have a faith in the higher power that you serve. You know, so that's the first and foremost in any and everything we do. You know, without that, you know, we don't exist. You know, and
Yeah.
you got a powerful story. You know what I'm saying? So I
Any more
commend
lessons?
you. Say that again.
Any more lessons? You got two more for us? Two more lessons you want?
Uh, life is short. Life is real. Life is short and life is real. You know,
Right.
but like I go back to that situation in Minneapolis. You can leave your house today, you might not come back.
I know.
That's where we at in society right now. You know,
It's
even with this thing.
like you said, life is short, life is real short.
Yeah,
You know, life is short, life is
yeah,
real short. So,
yes.
yeah.
You know, so we need to live life, you know, to its fullest each day. You
Mm,
know, even with this pandemic, you know, I mean, it's some good and some bad can come from, you know, being home. You know,
right.
a lot of things can be done positive, you know, during this time. And hopefully, a lot of people are understanding, you know, because a lot of people want to go back to work. A lot of people are tired of being home,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, you're still living because a lot of families have lost a lot of loved ones in the last 2 or 3 months. You know, so
I know.
live each day to the fullest, you know, because tomorrow's not promised. You know, and while you're living, continue to get an education, educate yourself in many facets of life. You know, start reading books. You know,
Yeah.
educate yourself on different topics of life. You know, educate yourself on health, well-being. You know, this is well. This goes on to my the next part of my story. Before I talk about educating yourself. Well, in 1997, September the 30th, 1997, I believe my life changed forever. You know, you already know my story, and this is one of the reasons why you wanted me to share it. And well, me and two other guys robbed a bank. And yeah, wow. Some things you forget, and I know one of the things that I prayed for while being incarcerated was, Lord, if it's not going to benefit me or help me, please allow me to forget it. And
Mm-hmm.
I've, not remembered a lot of things,
Yeah.
that were negative. You know, if it's not going to benefit me and help me grow, I don't want to remember it. You know, so.
Right.
But one thing that I do remember that has stuck with me to this day, and I told somebody the other day, she probably don't even know it, but she gonna hear it today. But I remember when we was going to a court proceeding in Berryville, and the police officer was walking me and Quincy, one of my co-defendants, from the jail cells to the courtroom, and I saw my sister ride past the courthouse, and all she did was shake her head, you know, and I know that was part of her motivation for what she's doing now. I mean, she hadn't looked back, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yes, she
Crazy,
sure has.
man.
Well,
Yeah.
let me
So, I mean,
let, let me incorporate that. But there's someone listening right now, Dwayne, that could be where you were. They could be stuck.
yeah.
That life, and this is where they're going to be. What
Hmm.
advice would you tell them in the moment right now? If someone that you or someone that's been a few days, what advice would you tell them if they're in right now and feel like no way out? What advice would you tell them? You told them the life short is real, but from that moment of just realness, what would you tell somebody? What lessons would you tell them right now if if they are stuck in this moment?
I mean, I learned being incarcerated that you can either get bitter or you can get better. And it's
Here,
one
or
thing
you
that
can
we
get
share with our kids.
I like
Yeah,
that.
I
Bitter or
mean, one thing that we and one thing that I've learned is that, especially coaching youth football, is that we go into inner cities and we go to different places and travel to play ball. And
put the
where
camera
we at,
down. Just put the camera. We
where
can see the
where
top of your head. Yeah.
where
Okay.
we're at in the Winchester Shenandoah Valley area is that we're kind of protected. And when we go to those other places, some of those kids might not have a hot meal on their table when they get home.
Mm-hmm.
So they playing sports for a different reason. Some of them trying to run out of their situations. Some of them are ducking bullets on a daily basis. Some of them don't have socks, shoes, clothes, or underwear. You know what I'm saying? But if somebody's stuck in a situation now, you have to believe in yourself first. I mean, I'm sure people have probably tried to encourage you. Can you hear me, Taryn? Because it's buffering on your end. Just believe in yourself and have faith in God, or have faith in the higher power that you know, because He will show up. He will show up. Taryn, I'm sure people have tried to encourage somebody that might be in a situation that they believe there's no way out. You have to have higher
Yeah.
power and higher belief. You know, just trust that the process will change in your life on a daily basis. You have to believe in yourself. You know, and I
I
know
think
people.
that's one
Go ahead.
one thing that impressed me about you is that you did get you had every but you made yourself get better. You know, I mean, we would talk every now and then, every so often. We just shoot like little text messages back and forth. What's up? What's up? And it's always impressive that I to myself, man, opportunity and almost in my almost every reason to be bitter. You didn't. You would always encourage me. You would call me. You would say, "Hey, are you eating? What are you doing? Are you working too much? I know you, Taryn." I mean, you had reason to be bitter, and you had every opportunity to be bitter, but you didn't. And
Right.
that's that. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people would have chose a lot of different ways. A lot of people would have stayed in that bitter lane, and you didn't do that. And so, just to applaud you for that, and to say, I mean, you know that I already, you know, I'm on your side. But I just to for everybody listening, for your friends, C. Russell, and everybody like that, I'm sure everybody themselves, and he had every reason to be bitter, and you chose to be better, and that's like that's
I mean,
you know
while being incarcerated, I uh, ran across a lot of people. I mean, everybody incarcerated. I mean, you can meet real good people. You can meet engineers. You can meet all walks of life inside those walls. And but
right.
like going back to when we first started talking about education, I can remember being in the library one day while being incarcerated, and I wasn't the type of person that read a lot, but I was sitting in the library because one thing I believe I'm upset that I didn't start earlier, but they had a sunshine project at Coffeewood Correctional Center where you can earn college degrees. I received 9 credits towards my associates, but if I would have started earlier, I probably could have finished. But I started the last 2 years, before I came home. But I was in the library looking for a book for a class, and I was sitting on the floor in the library, and the light popped on. I was like, "Oh my God! All these books and all this education." It was like, I woke up immediately and was like, wow, I wish I could read all these books right now. So education is important. And then that things makes me think about something else. When I was in Winchester, when I in '97, I was in holding cell, and my mom. I talked to my mom, And my uncle had told her to tell me to read the book of Job in the Bible. So I got a Bible off the book cart, and I opened up the Bible, and I'm thinking to myself, I see Job in here, but I don't see no Job. That's how much I do about the Bible. You know, I thought it was Job, but it was Job. And you know, after starting to learn a little bit about what the word meant and the grace of God, I can remember being in that same cell. And the last time I saw my grandfather, Reverend Clark, this is Reverend Clark's grandson, Kim. The last time I saw my grandfather, he passed in 1982. I think it's 82. I was 8 years old. My sister Kyrie was 1. And my cousin George was 12. And my grandfather had a heart attack. And the ambulance took 45 minutes to get to him. And the ambulance was probably not even a mile away from where he lived. And I remember my dad telling my cousin George to stand there with him in the room. But being in that jail, well, the last thing my grandfather said, he was putting kitchen cabinets in his kitchen. Tell me, see, I'm getting ready to go off now, Taryn. Tell me if the time getting ready to run off, because I'm getting ready to go off. But he was putting kitchen cabinets in the kitchen.
You got a couple more minutes.
All right.
You ready to go off?
No, I was talking about if I'm running over time, because I'm getting ready to go off now. I'm getting ready to change gears now.
Oh, okay.
But he was putting kitchen cabinets in his kitchen, and me and George was in there, and he asked us, did we want something to eat? And I was like, no, sir. So fast forward to being in that jail cell, I was sitting there reading the Bible, and man, it just jumped out to me. It was like, do you want something to eat? This was 20 years later. My grandfather asked me, did I want something to eat? And he was talking about eating that word 20 years later, grandson. I was, man, oh my God. Yeah. Have belief in the higher power. So
I think to your point, whatever higher power, it's important to have one, right? Whatever, believe in something bigger than yourself.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
You have to believe in something bigger than yourself. Let's see. We have about 8 a half an hour. So we'll bring you back. But now I want you to believe in a higher power. Post the story of, birth to being incarcerated, coming through that, helping others, and you shared a couple lessons that others should take with them. But now I want you to tell people what the future holds for you. And this is where, like I said, you could have done so many things. But you took, what do they say, kick butt and took names. And so I just want everybody to kind of know what the future holds and what the future can hold for them as well. Even if they're in a situation right now where they feel stuck, there's somebody, as the title just like you, and there's somebody just like you. So what kind of that future hold for them? What does the future, like Kyrie said, things have come full circle for you. It's just amazing. So now tell us, after all that, after all this, what's the future hold? What are you looking forward to?
Probably 3 years ago, me and 3 other gentlemen started a youth travel football organization. We started with, we first took a team of 20-some kids to a tournament in Richmond. And we didn't have, our kids went with big heads. We came home, knowing that other people across the nation play ball too. And so we sit at the table when we got back, and we decided that we could do it, and we created our own organization. We started with one team. This past season, we had 3 teams and a cheerleading squad. So we started from age 8 to 13. And, once everything goes back to somewhat normal, we'll hopefully continue that, and a lot of kids, we just try to help kids, get to high school, get a quality education and to earn scholarships. And then I was working, a regular 9-to-5 job, getting up early in the morning, frustrated, and not liking what I was doing. And, I had a lot of people, I appreciate all the love from my family. And I had, friends, a few people that I know, like, man, I know such and such a sign, such and such a sign. But in my heart, I wanted to be happy. I'm 46 years old, and people are dying daily. And I'm at the point now where I want to be happy, what I'm doing and love what I'm doing, it's not work when you love what you're doing. I got 3 small kids, and I was at work on lunch break one day, and I was looking on social media, and I found this company called Dream Scout Network. So I had did a questionnaire and talked to the owner the next day for 45 minutes. And I told him, like, man, you a godsend, man, because what we do is we help kids from 8th grade to 12th grade try to get college scholarships. And this started probably a month ago. And right now I'm the vice president of operations in the Northwestern Virginia area for scouting. And we go all the way down 81 South. I mean, it's a blessing, just getting started. I'm just getting my feet wet, so I'm still learning on a daily basis, trying to put my team together.
I just want to say, like VP of operations. How unbelievably amazing that is.
Yeah.
Watching to know that Dwayne sent me a picture of himself in a suit. Now, I want to go on saying to Dwayne that I need it, but I've been working on it.
You've been telling me that for 10 years.
But the VP of operations needs to smile just a little bit more. So that's just not. But Dwayne, like, how that you're doing something. Not only are you doing something, you're doing something you love.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
But we're excited about it. Get you up, be purpose. Let's see what. Oh, we got 4 more minutes. So we got a couple more minutes. But that is just congratulations.
Thank you.
Like,
thank you.
Thank you. How exciting that is. Looking forward. There's a whole bunch of people on here too saying blessings and
appreciate you all.
So, Steve Russell, I'm going to come for you too. By the way, so, Dwayne, that's your.
That's my big brother right there.
So amazing. I just, I know people telling you they're proud of you, but I just say congratulations, because I just find it, like I said, that you could have gone so many different directions, and you are the VP of operations. I mean, hello. So,
I'm just thankful to be here today, Just thankful to be here today.
Yeah.
That's all. I mean, it's a learning, and I will be leaning on you, for some wisdom and guidance, because today I just received my website, and that's new territory.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. I still have a learning curve,
We'll be all over it.
Yeah.
What do you? Let's see how many more minutes. We have 2 more minutes. So your final 1-minute thought. Your final thought. We'll bring you back on. Your final thought.
If you had 24 hours to live, what would you do? That's my final thought. If you had 24 hours to live, what would you do?
Mm-hmm. If you had 24 hours to live.
24 hours is not long.
What would you? Yeah.
What would you do?
Well,
everybody has, Hey, thank you for giving me the opportunity. Thanks for always pushing me.
Well, I'm going to continue to push you. So we got a couple things on the docket. We got finish the degree and smile. Those are the 2 things we got so far. So I'm going to continue to push those. It's about 7:30 here, so I just want to let people on the live know to please, if you yourself have a story, or please do. I'm on Instagram, obviously, at IamTiffany, called Just Like You. Everyday people are making stories, and people just like you sharing their amazing stories. We're on here every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I'd love for you to be a guest, or if someone would like to be a guest, please feel free to connect with me, and definitely connect with me on Instagram. Dwayne, I want to thank you for your time and your talent.
Thank you, Taryn.
I love you. You know that already.
Love you too, Steph.
We'll definitely be in touch, and there'll be a part 2. So, C. Russell, Crystal, Kimberly, everybody that I see on here, thank you so much for joining us. And we love you all. So we'll see you again next Tuesday with another guest. And Dwayne will bring you back on for sure.
Yes, ma'am. Love you.
Be good to yourself.
Peace. You
Bye-bye.
too.